I was extremely fortunate to work for Dolly Parton's Imagination Library in Australia for almost 7 years. And what I loved the most was the magic that I felt. So knowing that every single month, children all over Australia would be going to their mailbox and getting their books. And their families were taking the time to read with them, to explore those stories. And what I love the most is that the parents were calling me and saying, I'm actually taking more time out of my busy schedule to read those books, and my child is wanting more books, wanting to explore the library, wanting to keep reading that book over and over and over again. And in some cases, the stories, the themes were relevant to what was going on in that child's life at that time, or the dynamics of the family, or the challenges that they're experiencing. And we tried our best to always bring in new themes, new ideas, new cultures, not new cultures, but different cultures, different situations and scenarios, and make things beneficial for children to, as they're growing and they're exploring the world, that they're including books with them. They're taking books with them on their adventures, and they're wanting to learn about the world. Obviously, there's already a natural curiosity, but even just having parents be excited to re-explore the world with their child through their child's eyes, and many of these books, taking us, some of these books were taking them outside of, and into a world of imagination, but there were also books that were taking them into everyday life experience and making the life experiences more magical. And it was a joy to work with so many amazing people all over Australia who cared about the children enough to want to fund the program in the locations all around Australia, or to support it through advocacy. The publishers, the elders that worked with us, the ambassadors, because Dolly couldn't do it on her own. She created this amazing seed that just grew and has grown all around the world, and there are a team behind every imagination library. And it was always a joy to know that we were extending Dolly's vision and keeping it true to her vision of providing that spark, that reminding the children to feel, to believe, to have confidence in themselves, to go after their dreams, to live the life that they've always imagined. Obviously, we are all children. Even we still have children within us, our inner child still needs nurturing at every age. But the program is always just so magical to me. And one of the most favorite books that I was involved with making sure we could include a range of topics and environmental focus, because that's really important, that we're looking after not only ourselves and our children, but our world. And Touch the Earth was really, really, really important, and I'm happy that we got to include it. And we've included so many beautiful books, but of course I always keep that close to my heart, that we got to include Touch the Earth. And I just felt so emotional yesterday, and I'm probably will continue, because Dolly is in my heart in terms of my work. I always felt really grateful to have that experience with that work. And yeah, you know, she was a bright shining light, and I'm just so proud I got to be a part of that. And many of my colleagues, I haven't worked with them for a while, but they're all contacting me, and I'm so grateful to be able to have had that connection. And I haven't been there for a while, but I always still feel and keep Imagination Larry in my heart. And I send all my love to Dolly and her friends and family, everyone who was touched by her. I mean, she's just a bright, shining light, and I'm sure that continues no matter what. And it will continue for many, many years to come, if not infinitely, through the generations, with her music and her books and her way of being. Just wanted to share how I felt, and sending lots of love out there today.